Hi, I'm just going to read from this website I found. It's an Australian-based Waldorf organization, but it seems pretty applicable to what we've been talking about. You can Google the title here, Education for Social Renewal Foundation, to find this page. But this page is called Realizing the Threefold Social Organization in Schools. So branching off what we talked about at our last meeting, this kind of looks at it as how it applies to schools. The two fundamental principles on which Rudolf Steiner schools are founded are its curriculum, which are formed from an understanding of the stages of child development, and its social impulse. These two are interwoven because Steiner wanted young people to go forth in freedom from school and participate in a society founded on freedom. Education belongs with the arts, sciences, and religion in what he calls the cultural spiritual sphere of society, whose ideal is liberty. Here we're concerned with the unfolding of individual capacities. The idea of human equality relates to the political rights sphere, to the idea that every human being is equal beneath the law. And alive within the economic sphere of society is the ideal of fraternity, of working cooperatively to serve the needs of others. These are the three spheres which make up threefold social organization and which are slowly differentiating in human civilization. In early stages of human development, we find societies based on absolute power, theocracies, aristocracies, monarchies, where human freedom, equality, and fraternity counted for very little. Still, today, the absolutist tendency of the modern state seeks to limit human freedom, even in the free world, through, for example, the bureaucratic control of education. How do we act to realize this social vision in Rudolf Steiner or Waldorf schools? This is a key question of our time and for the mission of these schools. It is a striving, not a formula which can be applied. Striving to understand the threefold social impulse of these schools goes hand in hand with striving to understand the nature of the curriculum. Through understanding, striving to organize the school in a way which expresses the threefold social organism and allow the institution to become strong, viable, and unique. For example, it could be built into the school governance documents. In general terms, a differentiated Waldorf school organism, we would have the decision-making collegium, which is fully responsible for the cultural and spiritual aspect of the school, meaning everything connected with the pedagogical work. The collegium can be a subset of the whole teaching faculty and can have a defined term of office. The collegium can mandate groups to carry out specific tasks. Because a school belongs to the cultural spiritual sphere of society, this is the primary sphere in the school microcosm. The collegium is the heart and meaning of the school, and the other two spheres serve it. The school's administration, which is responsible for the legal and the rights sphere, reflects in its operation. And the economic or brotherhood sphere is mainly the responsibility of the board in combination with the administration and responsibility for the college in order to serve the pedagogical impulse. So the board handles mainly the brotherhood, the economic sphere. Administration deals with the legal rights, equality sphere, and the collegium deals with the cultural spiritual sphere. This image, which is on the website, shows a diagram with the infinity symbol kind of turned up to look like a numeral 8, with the Liberty pole individuality at one end, and then the bottom end is community, a fraternity, which would correlate with the economic sphere. And in this model diagram, the political rights sphere is at the center, serving the two other spheres and mediating between individuality and freedom and community and fraternity. And then I just wanted to kind of compare it, or look at it together with this other diagram of the spheres that we saw in our video during our last meeting, where the economic sphere and the political rights sphere need to be operating and working together sufficiently enough to support the individual's freedom to explore in the cultural, spiritual spheres. So it's kind of a different, I don't think there's one way that's right and one way that's wrong comparing these diagrams and models of how they interact, but it's just an interesting way to think about them, and they can both exist at the same time. So anyways, we're gonna have some discussion about this. Thanks.